hoes try to stomach this thug life. They ring got the nose bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe. Connected from Cali to New York, niggas, so let it go. Made for this, nigga, I eat bars and drink flows. Thinking you woke into your third eye peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy, it's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early, this bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game, these niggas lame, state bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same, you want the easy pass, tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire, you can't stand the rain, take an aim. Tell him runner, he can try his best. Drive a car named after me, that's why I'm in the vet. Laugh at these niggas once again and I ain't break a sweat. Number one at everything I do, that's why I'm one West. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this, janitor with the mop stick. You gon' need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10 I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick, I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I
So what's your star represent?
That's a good question. This is shield. It's King David's name. Christ sits on King David's throne. In the ancient Hebrew, his name, his signature. It's like you sign your checks. It's like the Supreme Court got a seal on the stamp. You understand? That's the name of the school. The Israelite school, the universal practical knowledge. That's what I'm saying. We teach our people the truth according to the Bible. That so-called Negro.
So which Bible? I've seen the Black Bible.
So-called.
I've seen the Black Bible.
The whole Bible is for black people. That's the biggest misconception.
The Black Bible. There's the Holy Bible, then there's the Black Bible.
The Holy Bible, check this out, brother. The Holy Bible is the Black Bible, brother. The whole Bible is about black people.
I'm with you on that.
And see,
I'm with you on that. Now, what Bible you talking about now?
The Bible,
I'm with him on that.
The things that the black people did.
Oh, hold on, brother. Listen, that was the Lord that brought us over here to you, brother. Not only does the Bible speak of the things that black people did, the whole Bible is specifically talking about the things that black people did in the past, the things that black people are doing right now, and the things that black people are going to do in the future. The Bible, present, past, and future. I'm going to show you something in that Bible.
So where we going, man?
Where we going? First of all, just like we finding out to do now, that in order for us to try to make our businesses and things successful like we had before we integrated, we're going to have to separate and have our own things for ourselves. Just like Richmond had from the beginning, just like Mosby Courts had, just like all of the areas, Baltimore, Philly. I see you with a little bit of gray, so I know you've been around for a little bit. You got some gray on you too. Before we integrated, we had our own separate sides of the city. We made HBCUs, and that was the school we went to, and all of these inventions that make America function, those things, America was able to.
I'm from a small country town called Franklin, Virginia.
Franklin?
Ku Klux Klan march.
Right.
Every weekend, fully dressed.
Right.
I seen them go from there to march in their suits.
And then they got badges. Their kids got badges now. Now guess what?
And when a black man used to come on the corner to protect his street and his family, you know, you keep that moving, you don't come down here. You know what I mean? I grew up under that.
And listen, guess what? That was so right. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the Lord was against us ever joining another nation of people. That same attitude that you said you saw with those Ku Klux Klan members, that same attitude young brothers got towards each other nowadays. After we stopped being brothers with each other and started being Americans like the Klan members.
See, what I do this now, black folk bring white folk home. White folk ain't carrying black folk.
Do you know that God said not to do that in the Bible, even though Martin Luther King told us to do that? I'm going to show you the blackest thing you're going to ever see in the Bible. I'm going to show you. Give me Jeremiah chapter 23. Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 22. I'm going to show you. Martin Luther King made a grave mistake. And he was prophesied in the Bible exactly what he did. What you saying, that was the proper spirit that our people needed to be in, to recognize that if we join these people that blatantly are against us, that's going to destroy us. Now sisters killing their babies for 20 years, sisters having abortions. You look like you was there for the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, all of that. Before we had families was together, the entire black community was the Strong Brothers was taking care of the neighborhood. Because if you didn't, they'd be kicking in houses, snatching up sisters and brothers left and right. Now the Strong Brothers
I came through that Black Panther era.
Is fighting brothers that's not strong. Or the Strong Brothers is going head up with each other ended up in prison. That's why God said,
I was there for the burning,
well, we got to get back.
raids,
You
the
understand?
marches, the speeches. I was there for all that.
And those speeches and all of that seemed good, but everything was not done the way that the Lord wanted. That's why eventually...
To my people, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to show you what he said. Jeremiah, let go. Step out. Step out. Let me give you that. Jeremiah 23 and verse, I heard what the prophet said, prophesied, 23 and 22. Because our people don't know that the Bible is black. The Bible is written all about it.
I never knew about it until a brother enlightened me over at the VA hospital.
Listen, brother, we've been teaching this since the 60s, before we became Muslims, before
What
we
about
became
y'all talking about that?
all of it. I'm going to show
I
you.
do know that. A black man helped Jesus wearing
First of all, Jesus Christ himself was a black man.
Yeah.
He was a black man from the ghetto. The neighborhood Christ was from was so bad that Christ said, he said, can any good thing come from Nazareth? Nazareth was a terrible place to be from. Read what that Jeremiah said.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 22. But if they had stood in my counsel,
He said, I've heard what the prophet said, they prophesy lies in my name. 25, so like, read that.
book of Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 25, I have heard what the prophet said, that prophecy lies in my name.
This is the prophet Jeremiah. Now this was thousands of years ago. He said, I've heard what the prophet said, meaning it's somebody that's on the street speaking as though they are a man of God. And Jeremiah is getting a vision from the Lord saying, I've heard what the prophet said, that prophesy lies saying they represent God. Using the name of the Lord, using the fact that people believe that they are a man of God. Saying what?
Saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed.
What did that prophet say?
I have dreamed, I have dreamed.
It's written twice, just the way Martin Luther King said. Keep going.
Verse 26, how long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies?
He said, how long is this going to be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Meaning he told lies in the name of God, and everybody believed that he was speaking for God because he was a religious leader. And because of that, what was his dream? Take it to Deuteronomy 7 and 3. His dream was, I have a dream that the sons of slaves and the sons of former slave owners shall join together in the table of brotherhood. And what happened is when we joined at the slave master's table again, the slave master made sure that we got the dope that he had planned for our neighborhood, the crack cocaine and the heroin. Every war that they fought, after destroying our economy with integration, so that the black businesses, what we had on the black side of town, that brothers was protected, just like you said.
As you were saying.
You understand?
We were not flying in the plane.
You understand?
We were not driving in the ships. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Stay with me, brother. Stay with me. You in there. Now give me that Deuteronomy 7.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3.
Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
God said we are not supposed to make marriages with them. Same thing that you said. God said this thousands of years ago. Keep going.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Meaning their daughter, you're not supposed to let Ashley and Becky come in the house to the family reunion. God said don't do that. The Malay and the African woman and the Arab women, we're not supposed to bring them into our homes. Keep going.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
You're not supposed to let your son or your daughter go and be with another nation of people. And here's why the Lord said it. Keep going.
Verse 4, for they will turn away thy son from following me.
They will turn away thy son. Meaning we're not going to be seeking after the Lord no more. We're not going to be a separate people. The word holy just means separate.
The devil into your home.
Huh?
Well, it's like bringing the devil into your home.
It ain't like bringing the devil into your home. God say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of here. It's literally bringing the devil into your home. And as we brought him not only into our home, we also brought him into our mind, into our thinking. Now, like them, we want to go and be short coat pop pills. Except with them, they'll be able to be Aerosmith and Ozzy Osbourne for 1,000 years.
Per se, man make love to a white woman in his home. Home.
I mean, Emmett Till.
White woman rules that relationship because it's forbidden.
And then what else is that brother going to
Forbidden
do?
by their culture. But
It's
in the
forbidden by
black
God.
culture, we accept the white woman.
Now, we don't accept it. The Christian church told us to accept it. We don't accept it. This is what God wanted from
But
the
it's
beginning.
accepted. I ain't saying it's right, it's good, but it's accepted.
Now,
Going into our home, and it tears up our home.
Not only does it tear up our home, but it's imperative that we get back to the original culture we had, that we separated it. Because we got problems to deal with our own families. Half our kids is just being raised by mama themselves. She can't control the kid, the boys or the girls.
And they're taken away from the black culture.
Exactly. And that's why we are here. This is the culture that the Lord
Bad
gave.
white woman has condemned good black man mind, so therefore they leave black woman suffering from a good black man.
And guess what else? The black woman now thinks like a white woman. So she looks at the white man as an enemy
She wants to
too.
be that.
You understand?
She wants to be back with the fake hair.
And
it ain't no my life see so many black people wearing
And
fake
then
hair.
sisters
Want to be a blood.
you know why? Because before we loved our hair, then we integrated and realized that who we looked up to was Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
And she didn't have the afro that we had. She didn't have the nose. She didn't have that skin color, so now we got to get rid of that skin, chop up that nose, you understand, get fake butts, fake breasts, like that's their culture. And that damaged us. It made us stop loving our own people and our own families. Like Roe versus Wade just got passed. That's how many decades of sisters murdering black babies. I mean, 20 million plus of our babies dead behind chasing America's dream. But when we were separate, not only did sisters keep those babies, they had the babies, they had the kids, they had jobs, they had husbands, and we had our own communities and neighborhoods. We can't keep a community or neighborhood now. The kids is destroyed.
Not only that, we need to let foreigners come in and take over black-owned neighborhoods.
That was a part of being American. The Chinese came, the Arabs came, the East Indians. Every war that America fought, America invited those people in to our community, and they were only able to do it because the civil rights leaders was FBI and CIA agents that worked with America for America's benefit to open up the black community. That's why they don't have war with India and China and all of them places.
I come from Franklin.
Right.
Everything was black owned. 60, 70, 80, owned up until I was grown.
Right.
Now, black businesses has gone. Everything is Indian. It's Arabic.
And you know how we fix that.
There are no more black-owned businesses in my city.
And you know we have to fix that. And the way to fix that is the first step is we got to realize that God does not want all people to come together. That's why I say we teach the truth about the Bible. The things that we have been fed as a people have poisoned us. Democracy has poisoned us. Integration has poisoned us. Being American has poisoned us. Being a Muslim has poisoned us. Pretending to be Africans has poisoned us. Because all of those people come into our community and set up shop. And we don't get anything but a new business. And eventually, they own all the real estate in the neighborhood and we got to move out.
Our brothers came over last week. They had Black History, the June Jubilee, over here at the river.
Okay.
At Black Ox, at the slave trail, they speak about the slavery. And that Sunday, they did a thing over at the Black Cemetery.
Okay.
You know, it's a lot of this June Jubilee thing.
Right.
There's a lot of black history being taught.
Right. And the way that we able to get our power back, because this constantly happened to us all throughout our records. Like our people don't have our records. We think we Africans. We trying to be Arabs and Muslims. What we done learned from brothers going back to prison and coming back and forth. All of those people sold us into slavery. Our people looking for an identity. That's why they get sucked up into that LGBT culture. And then joining America's military, getting in their politics, but none of it has anything to do with making Franklin be black for black people again, or Richmond, or Baltimore, or Philly, or Norfolk, or Hampton. Like, we have to make our people a priority. Only way we'll have that mindset is turn back to the Lord. Most of our people think that we on the same team as our oppressor.
I mean, for me, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But I'm a black man.
Right.
And I know when it comes down, you may be a social man being a white man, but you're still a white man. If the world came to an end today and God said, pick your side, that white man going to that white side.
Listen, the Lord already said pick your side. The Lord made you born on the side, brother. The Lord made us born on the side, brother. We were born on the team. We the only people that don't realize that your race is the team.
See, I done been around the world. Africans do not accept black man.
We not African, brother.
You know why?
Because we not African. No, we not African. That's why.
That's just one reason, but you know why? This is what Africans teach me. Why they don't accept us.
Go ahead, brother.
We come in black skin, but we come speaking white man language. We come two-faced.
First of all, the Africans are a bunch of liars and scammers. You gotta get that out of the way.
For one thing, I know they sold us out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you know why though? You know in Africa, that's why we teach all of our history and records in the Bible, everywhere we went on the earth. We were in Africa. We ran into Africa, running from our homeland in the Middle East. We ran into Africa and we settled on the Africans' land in separate areas. We have been fighting them from the eastern part of Africa all the way to the west coast where the majority of us settled. When the Europeans came, they came specifically looking for us. Because when they found us, first of all, we outclassed the Africans in every way possible. Ain't no NBA in Africa. Ain't no Motown in Africa. Ain't no R&B and rap groups in Africa. You understand? They didn't make none of these inventions. They still don't have power throughout their country. We've been in slavery, lost our language, our family, our everything. You know, everything you see in this country. Catalytic converter in that car engine, traffic light, the cell phone, GPS, refrigerator, freezer, icebox, everything. That's why the Lord say the taker is the former of all things. We're not giving credit because the Lord told us to stay separate and we disobeyed the Lord. And everybody was able to pray on us because the Lord was against us. And we teach our people how to get our God back on our side.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?